Hi, welcome to Chris Cook for You Too. Today we're going to go way back in the old school archives, and we're going to do a side dish which is a medley from that time. This is Okra Medley. Don't know if you've had it before, don't know if you're used to it, but here are the ingredients that you're going to need to make this quick, fast, but yet delicious side dish. You're going to need bacon, of course the okra, chopped onion, diced tomatoes, corn, granulated garlic, just a little bit of butter, and some salt along with some brown sugar. Now this is fast to make. Of course, I'm going to put your ingredients at the bottom of the tutorial. Next step, I'll meet you at the stove. Be right back. Okay, now I'm at the stove and I put my butter, which was about a tablespoon and a half of butter, into my pot. So what I'm going to do now, and this is the onion. That's just my oven going off. And you want to saute up your onions just a little bit. Now, while you're sauteing your onions, you want to take 4 pieces of bacon and you want to cook them. And I cook my bacon in the oven because that way it'll be crisp. So, once you put this on, then you put 4 pieces of bacon in your oven. Now, you're not going to use the bacon until the very end. So you want to soften up these onions. You don't want them to have a real fresh taste. Where it's just like you just put it, like you put the onions in a dish raw. You don't want it to taste that way. You want it to taste like it's actually been sauteed and it's kind of combining with the other flavors. Now you're only going to saute this for a few minutes. You're going to add a little salt to it. Probably about maybe an eighth of a teaspoon of salt. Now once you get them softened up just a little bit, then I did not pour the water off my corn. You can. If you pour the water off of your corn, off your can of corn, then you're going to use 1/4 of a cup of water in this dish. If you use your corn, then the water that's in your corn can be the water that you need to slow simmer this dish. Now once you get your onions, now your onions are going to cook while they're inside of the rest of the ingredients. But you just want to give your onions a head start because you didn't want them to be too raw. Okay, now once you've done that, you can go ahead and put in your okra. And this is a 12-ounce package of okra. And mine was frozen, that's why you see me chopping just a little bit hard. To that, you're going to go ahead and add about 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay. Now the only thing you're going to do with that bacon once it comes out of the oven, you're going to crumble it up. Okay? Or once you fry it up, then you're going to crumble it up. I'm going to go ahead and add my corn. And it's just 1 can of corn. I'm going to add my tomatoes. These are diced tomatoes. You can do it with or without flavorings, which means some of them come Italian. You can use any tomatoes you really want. This is an Okra Medley. Now you're going to add 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Now your brown sugar can be optional. If you prefer not to have yours a little bit sweet, and it's not a lot, then you don't have to use it. Now, you're going to let this simmer. It needs to simmer for about 30 minutes. So I have my stove on low, and I'll bring you back, show you what it looks like in about 30 minutes. If you need to add some water, you can. Only add 1/4 of a cup. Be right back. Okay, now I'm at the stove. This has been cooking about 30 minutes, and it's ready. Now you can boil just a little bit more of your liquids out if you want to. I'm not going to do that, but I want to show you something about the bacon. When you cook your bacon in the oven, you get a straight piece. See? Your bacon is straight. So the only thing you want to do just before you get ready, see, your bacon is straight. You know how if you cook it on top of the stove, your bacon will curl up on you? Not with this. So you want to put all that bacon over in there. And that's it. And once you put the bacon in, you're supposed to eat it immediately. Now, I can't because I'm waiting for the rest of my dinner. I will dish up some, and I'll show you on the actual picture that I post. When I post the tutorials, I'll show you exactly what it looks like. But that's how you cook it, and that's called Okra Medley. And it's a good side for whatever it is that you may be cooking that's Southern related. Okay, that's what Chris has for you today. She's making Okra Medley. And as always, thank you for watching. Chris cook for you too. Bye.